YouTube, another day, another dollar. Here we go. I got this thing turned around, so we managed to get her all turned around in here. Wasn't too difficult. I'd rather be this way. I got a little more room over here to work with. Get everything in, a little more ceiling height. So I think we can get it in right here. Alright, let's get this transmission on. Alright, we got her sitting pretty close here, so we'll go ahead and pull this out. Angles are pretty good. These will hopefully go up best. Let's go ahead and shoot a lot. Might need to try to shoot. Too bad, just had to wiggle it around a little bit. Stuck the drive shaft in it and gave it a couple wraps back and forth, and she went right in. Alright guys, so we're getting close. We got about an inch to go, but pretty wedged in here. This is a tight fit, big block here, so we'll get her in. Beast is back in. So I want to get my distributor in there. I got my rotor pointing at number 1, but we're not dropped down all the way onto the oil pump. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out the orientation of that, which way it's pointing, and then I'm going to stick this down in there and try and turn my oil pump so when we set it down in there and it gears itself in, that it drops right onto that oil pump, so I don't have to deal with anything. So let's see if we can do that easy. We got her down in there. I said clock the oil pump a few different times, then we got her drop down. So now the rotor should be pointing right at number 1, directly at that number 1 cylinder right there. So that'll be good for our spark plug wire orientation. Alright, so we had a big issue when we were pulling these bolts out. Tap these holes out because I didn't want any issues putting it back together. stop for a second and tell you about these gaskets. Really recommend these Renflex gaskets. They're pretty thick, about an 1/8 inch thick. And you smash down just a little bit. I mean, they work great. The collector gaskets that I took off, I think I'm going to be able to reuse them without any issue. So they look great. They're in great condition. That should be nice. Let's get this one on there and continue. Well, I'm done for the day. We got quite a bit done. Got the starter in and a couple other things down there. We gotta continue on this side building the spark plug wires. Problem is, it doesn't look like we ran it long enough, not one for number 2. Because I'd run number 2, swoop it around the back. If you can see, this one actually goes to the other side, but the wire comes out this way. I like all my wires coming out the same way, but the problem is this one's not going to reach, so I think we're going to have to just route it like that. Wires here tomorrow. Tighten everything down. Double check everything. Tighten the belt, obviously. Finish a bunch of stuff underneath. Some tightening of wires. Finishing the exhaust. Drive shaft needs to go in. Might put a rear seal on the transmission while I'm down there. It's probably not a bad idea. So I think I just need to tighten up a bunch of stuff. We're gonna make my hose for my power steering line. So we got a lot of stuff, little things just to button up. And once we're done with that, we'll fire it up. And then before it leaves, I gotta put the hood on it, fix a broken interior door handle. And I'm gonna throw this big Walbro fuel pump on it, because the one that's in it is just, the duty cycle was up a little high when we were dynoing it. So we're gonna throw this one's about twice the size, so it'll handle all the fuel we throw at it. All right, good morning, everybody. Well, I'm sure it's not morning to you, but it's morning to me. So we're back in the garage, and gotta build some only two left. No big deal. Did manage this morning to rearrange some of these and get those oriented the way I want. Just had to swap a couple from the other side, and they're gonna make it. So I'll finish this up real quick.
Alright, so I made up that power steering line real quick. We can probably live with that. top all buttoned up. Let's go ahead and jack it up, get everything buttoned up underneath there. We gotta get the exhaust hooked up, the drive shaft, a few more things, some wires, starter wires need to be tightened up, scatter shield stuff. What else is under there? The clutch needs to be hooked up. I think there's a few wires that go to the transmission that need to be hooked up. So we'll get down there and make sure we get it all buttoned up, put all the fluids in it. We gotta shrink wrap those hose clamps for the radiator, get some radiator fluid in it, put the rest of the oil in it. Just double check everything and we'll get her fired up, get her timed, and hopefully then we gotta change the fuel pump out and fix the door handle. But let's get her started first, make sure everything's going.
Alright, so I just got it jacked up a little bit here, actually, on the lowest setting of that jack stand. So I don't need a lot of room, just gotta get the exhaust, drive shaft, a couple other things in there. So let's get that done real quick and I'll get back to you. Gallons of water didn't really put a dent in this, but that's all they had at the time. I'm going to have to go back and see if they got more by now. But it'll be enough to start it. So I have no idea where my timing's at. I hope I'm close. I'm going to go over everything once more and then we'll crank it up and see what she does. Alright, so I got the battery hooked up now. Check for leaks. Well, she runs again. So, now I guess it's just back to the tuner. Gotta top off some fluids and stuff. And no leakies. No leakies. Well, we're looking good. So, another one down the tube. Should be getting the 56 back from paint pretty soon. Whew. Fire it up one more time. Gotta get that power steering squeak out of it. Power steering belt's squeaking a little bit, but still gotta get it primed and yeah, we'll get her dialed.